BAFTA is running a breakthrough program, and I'm just very honored to be a part of it this year. This is their second year that they included India in the program. I remember getting the address for Mr. Scorsese and showing up with Gangs of Wasseypur DVD and saying, "You really need to see this." And then I remember giving it to him, taking it back, writing email IDs
Yes, yes.
of Anurag and myself, and then saying, "Please watch it." And we heard from him 6 months down the line, but it was just the most amazing feeling. I saw Karan having dinner, and I walked up to his table and I was like, "Hi, Karan, I'm Guneet. I'm a young producer. I've just made this movie. I just want to talk to you. It's a love story. I think you will get it. I just want to show it to you." My next project is Korea's #1 show that we are remaking in India, which I'm very, very excited about.
Guneet, what an amazing role and responsibility that you have, up your shoulders. This is going to be an amazing role, with BAFTA. So, what are the expectations like? Why don't you just give us a quick lowdown on what your expectations are and what the responsibilities would include as a support?
Absolutely. Really nice meeting you here. I so BAFTA is running a breakthrough program, and I'm just very honored to be a part of it this year. This is their second year that they included India in the program. They've had some amazing breakthrough participants in the last selection, which is like, Tanya Maniktala,
Yeah.
your Jay Oza, the DOP Jay Oza, your director Vikram Singh, and Akshay Singh, the writer. There's so basically the breakthrough program works with film, TV, and games, and the idea is to find, I would say, mid-career, or people who have already debuted, have done one or two films, and are almost like at a inflection point. Discover them at that point of time and help them unlock a potential. At BAFTA, they believe in choosing pan India, just the most incredible storytellers, filmmakers, between film, TV, and games. And they will introduce them to mentors around the world and the choices of the participant. Anybody that they want to meet in the world, BAFTA will make an attempt of bringing that person and hosting a meeting for you. And I love this effort because I have been mentored by people around the world, and I feel like, conversations lead to breakthroughs, and that is what this program is about. It expands your horizon. It tells you more. Imagine a filmmaker if they get to talk to Martin Scorsese, or a producer that they are looking up to, or ask very specific questions about things that they need to process, things that they need to articulate, or things that they need to share. Anything. It's a year-long program for the participants, and it's literally being hand-held by BAFTA team, and it's a mentorship program.
We're talking about approaching right people, making right connections, just creating opportunities for ourselves. And Guneet, you've done like things that are really impossible, or for commoners like us. You have visited Martin Scorsese's house. You have you have also met Hollywood biggies at during festivals, and you sort of really created opportunities for yourself, just through discussions, just by writing out mails. I remember, this entire journey to go to the US for the first time was extremely difficult for you, but then you sort of never gave up, right? That's what Guneet Monga is all about.
Yes, I try. I think.
Yeah.
No, please go on.
So, how did these three really special moments of your life have shaped you, as this huge, encouraging, really supportive filmmaker, producer? To tell us something about, visiting his residence, and then, also meeting people at dinner tables, and of course, creating an opportunity by visiting Rashtrapati Bhavan first to go to the US for your film.
I wrote email. I was actually writing email to all the rich people.
Yeah.
And in my mind, rich people were like, Richard Branson and just like the business owners. And I was writing to their EAs and finding their email IDs, and writing to airline marketing departments, and just, you know, I just did think that I should write to the President of India and ask for support, because my short film Kavi in 2010 was nominated for the Academy Awards. Um, and I really, really, really wanted to attend it, you know, and I
Yeah.
really wanted to just experience it. And I did hear from the Rashtrapati Bhavan, and that opened up to me meeting a lot more people and a lot more support. And I was able to attend the Academy Awards, which is the most beautiful feeling that I had. And I was like, one day I will come back. And in 2019, we were able to go back with Period End of Sentence, a project that I was an EP on and Sikha had produced. Um, just very proud that it won the Academy Award and really expanded our horizons. But yeah, so I remember getting the address for Mr. Scorsese and showing up with Gangs of Wasseypur DVD and saying, "You really need to see this." And then I remember giving it to him, taking it back, writing email IDs
Yes, yes.
of Anurag and myself, and then saying, "Please watch it." And we heard from him 6 months down the line, but it was just the most amazing feeling. In fact, you know, not only internationally, I did that with Karan Johar also.
Oh, what did you do with him?
For
Yeah.
lunch, he was in Cannes having dinner because it was 100 years of Indian cinema. And the same year, in 2013, he was a part of Bombay Talkies, and he was there
Yeah.
with his short film. And I was there with Monsoon Shootout and Lunchbox. And I remember Lunchbox having the most wonderful screening, and we sold the entire world minus India. And I saw Karan having dinner, and I walked up to his table and I was like, "Hi Karan, I'm Guneet. I'm a young producer. I've just made this movie. I just want to talk to you. It's a love story. I think you will get it. I just want to show it to you." And you know, we've been asked to, you know, wait, and here we've sold the whole world and these many territories, and you know, we are up for an award. But I would just really, really love to show it to you because it's a love story, and you are like the epitome of love stories in India. And he's like, "Okay, okay, here is my number. Come back, show it to me." And we came back. I texted him. He came, saw the movie, and voila, he liked it and he presented it. And it was one of his first presentations. And I had the most amazing experience learning marketing and distribution from him. For a movie that, you know, which is beautiful in its own right, but it did not have the traditional songs. It did not have a lot of those tropes that classic Hindi film has. So it really needed an anchor in India, and Karan did become that. And and we had an incredible release. He brought in UTV, and you know, I was able to experience a bigger footprint for the film because of their participation.
Right. So, when we're coming back to the initiative, we were seeing a lot of mentoring of the talents. But how exactly, what sort of opportunities would be available to the talents, to the ones, who are selected through the initiative?
You know, so it's very interesting. So they will have year-long access to all BAFTA screenings, a lot of other programs, but more than anything, mentorship support. So they can write about, they can have their wish list, like dream of the world. Anybody around the world, from Korea to US to to UK, it's, I think, one of the best and the most effective and authentic networking opportunity. You know, because it is extremely credible to be introduced by an incredible organization like BAFTA for a young filmmaker to somebody that they want to be mentored with or have a conversation with. So largely it is a networking opportunity, which is like no other.
It's interesting that you also mentioned Korea, while you were talking about different nations. The kind of content that we've seen, from Korea, from South Korea has been amazing. I think Korean dramas have taken over the world,
Yeah.
right? Are you also into Korean dramas? Are you watching anything? Is there anything that India could sort of, take, borrow?
I don't think I'm in a position to talk about it, but my next project is Korea's #1 show that we are remaking in India, which I'm very, very excited about. I remember there is a show called The King, the Eternal Monarch. I was so obsessed with it, and the episodes dropped weekly basis. And they had a time on it, which was a Korea time, and I was freaking out. When is it coming to India? I literally called the higher ups at Netflix. I was like, "Please bata do." I'm going crazy waiting for it. So Korean dramas definitely has a huge impact on. They're so well done.
So you've also watched Squid Game? Let me quickly ask you that.
Not yet.
Oh, you haven't watched
No,
it.
I'm dying to. I'm dying to.
You've been in the industry for so long. You understand, how it works. What suggestions and what advice would you like to give, to all the emerging talents today?
Definitely, I'd like to say something that I've always been, something that I've processed in my journey is to each one of us should define success for ourselves. What is success? We usually hear a lot of external things like 100 crores box office. I've never touched that. With my movies like Masan or Lunchbox, or Gangs of Wasseypur or That Girl in Yellow Boots or Shahid or Shaitan or Ayya or, Monsoon Shootout or Das Vidanya or, now, I mean, Netflix released Puglet. So one is not like you're not successful because you did not reach a certain target, which has become like a norm, which has become an industry norm to celebrate. I think we should learn to celebrate our small victories, and I think we should all define success for ourselves. So for me, definition of success is that if I show up every morning inspired, I feel I'm successful. So it's more like how do we tackle our day, and we kind of underestimate the power of showing up. And this is what I tell a lot of younger filmmakers, that we judge the process. We are in a very subjective industry. We hate our creation, we judge it so much. We don't, we uh, keep peeling it off that one day it'll be better. And the idea is to keep creating and not to judge, and keep showing up every day. 1 plus 1, it adds up at the end of the day. So yeah.